What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is July the 16th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update over some of the hot movers and where big money is gravitating towards today. Before we get into any of that though, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So retail sales just came out a lot better than anticipated. So came in flat versus a forecast of negative 0.3. So I think they really set the bar very, very low for that. Markets reacting positively, as you can kind of see right here. And I think all in all, the market is somewhat normalizing. So good data is going to obviously cause the stock price and just the market to go higher. There was a brief period where the market wanted negative data to justify interest rate cuts, but I think we got sufficient amount of data to kind of be over that. So I think that's kind of a good thing to normalize, because I absolutely hated that, to really be unsure. Do we want negative data? And if so, how bad? It was just a really messed up scenario. But beside the point, definitely good stuff for that. Fear and greed index right now is under the greed category, 64. So people's appetite for risk is very much on the table. Sofi, it is up slightly. No news, no SEC filings or anything along those lines. So don't anticipate any news probably up until their earnings. So that's roughly around 1 week away. So again, just something to keep in mind. Shorts haven't really been doing all that much. So 17.73% of the free float's being shorted. They probably have been waiting for some negative data to come out to really double down. But with everything and Sofi going up, as you can kind of see over this last 5 days, roughly 14.59%, I'm sure sooner rather than later, shorts will start to return some shares. So it's just obviously normal and kind of expected. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. But some points to really watch for today. With it at 744, it is trading between this R1 and this R2. So 721 is going to be the next strong support. And then on the flip side, $7.50 is going to be extremely strong resistance, because not only is it based on the technicals, one of the fib levels, but 750 is a very strong strike price associated to options, and that's manipulation. So just watch for Sofi to hopefully get above this 750. Aside from that, this company right here, so Aon Biofarma, ticker AEON, this is what they do. So the company profile, biotech, 10 employees based out of Irving. This is one of those unique circumstances that clearly is having a normal amount of volume. This is why it's in my pre-market, but there hasn't really been anything to justify this. There's been no kind of random articles. Nobody's talking about it. No PR, no SEC filings. So this is one of those unique circumstances. And normally I'm all for that. Like, let's go up, let's do this, especially if it's heavily shorted, but this stock isn't. 0.37% is that short interest. So it's not heavily shorted. So either, I don't know if there's inside information being spread, and this is why it went up 62.86% yesterday alone, 21% today. Big money is buying. So this is the most heavily shorted stock so far pre-market. So yeah, I don't really know exactly the basis of it, so just tread cautiously. But nonetheless, you could still make some pretty good money, because it did run to around $3.74 yesterday. So I think there's a lot of room on the table for it to go up as a good momentum play, clearly based on larger entities. But nonetheless, just tread cautiously. But moving on from here, Trump media is pulling back slightly, and I think it's just associated to yesterday's run up. So it went up 31.37% because of the circumstances that happened. Shorts didn't really close out their positions, so I think just lack of buying power. And as I did bring up yesterday in my video, some points to really watch for were these strong support and resistance points. So this R1 was going to be key for it to hold yesterday, and unfortunately it did fail to really break above that. So right now 36.07 is going to be the next strong support, kind of sitting on that roughly. So again, if it does break below this, then this is where it could really pull down quite considerably. But I feel like this pivot might actually hold, and if anything, it might bounce off of that. So if it does get anywhere close to that, that might be a good buying opportunity. Obviously, you guys do whatever floats your boat though, but 16.79% of the free float is being shorted. So shorts have actually been increasing over this last several trading days, as you can kind of see right here. So they've been increasing, went from around 13% short interest to where it is now. So shorts are kind of doubtful about this. And but then again, if you look at the past, it has proven itself that it can go up and go up to pretty high levels. So I think there might be some room, at least on the table, for this to go up, some profit, some swing trades, and whatever else. You do have Bank of America going up as a byproduct of their earnings, so kick-ass earnings. And so yeah, I think generally a lot of people were looking at a lot of the big banks just to see, are we okay? And because that's happened time and time again. And yeah, Bank of America, many of the other banks hit pretty good earnings. So I think generally speaking, that alongside the recent data, retail sales, the likelihood of a recession is no doubtably going to kind of diminish. I think it is at like 60% likelihood of not having a recession in 2024 now. So yeah, I think people can invest confidently now, and especially like I said, with the fear and greed index going up, definitely that's like appetite for risk is on the table. So right now it is up 1.69%, clearly not heavily shorted, so only 0.88% of the free float's being shorted. If you're looking at trading it though, with that 42 and change, it is above all the key levels right here, so just have to quickly move over to the 1 week. So looking at the 1 week with it at 42.60, it is trading between this R2 and this R3, so 39 is going to be a strong support, and then 43.92 is going to be the next strong key resistance slash target. I don't anticipate that being touched. It's probably just going to be stuck in limbo today between these 2 points, but nonetheless, something to kind of keep in mind about their just general earnings and what that means for the broader economy. And finally, this company, CNTM, so Connectum Technology, if I'm saying that right. So yesterday it did go down 35.31%. This is a company profile based or founded in 2007. Doesn't actually say the industry. It is looks like blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. So it's based out of the States nonetheless, but they did get served yesterday with a Form 25, so they're getting kicked off the NASDAQ, so it is going to be OTC. So there is a abnormal amount of volume occurring today, no doubtably people selling, because why would anyone want to hold a company that's going to OTC? So you see this right here, Form 25, and that was served yesterday morning at 7:42. So if you own this, you might want to sell it potentially, or if you're one of those very, very risky investors that you like to kind of bet on OTC companies, more of a recovery, then this one might be for you, possibly. But yeah, it's definitely a whole different level of risk, and I wanted to bring this up because I believe it's the fifth most heavily traded stock this morning. So of course, like I said, I want to kind of talk on what big money is doing, and right now big money is dropping this like a rock. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any that you do own? What other stocks are you watching today? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And take advantage of this promo. Only a week left, give or take. So simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Link in the description below and also the comment. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.